I mean, I like Overwatch. It doesn't have that, but that's a definitely more arcadey, and
Yeah,
I understand
and
that.
Overwatch makes up for it by being super fast paced. So even though even though there's no recoil really, there's like a minor bloom. But even though you can just point and click and it's easy, people are jumping around so much that it's no longer based on skill of dodge or a skill of aiming. It's based on skill of keeping moving and dodging.
Oh, very much so, and that's why I like it because it's even skill level. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
you're only competing on skill. You're not competing on build and
Yep.
items and all the other stuff and prestige levels or whatever.
Yeah, you don't get any bonuses for being higher levels. It's just can you aim and can you dodge?
And it's tactics and strategy and
And yeah, do you
counterings.
know
Yeah.
which champ to pick?
I'm a diva player on Overwatch.
Have they buffed her yet?
Not that I've seen.
Because I love playing her. I love hopping around and flanking with this giant shotgun tank. But in most scenarios, it's she's just not. I don't know,
I've got
not
like
enough
a
utility.
I've got like 24 hours with her, and I've got like a 3.0 KDR.
Damn. Mhm.
Eliminations per life. That's not really
Yep.
KDR, but yeah. Um, I was playing Mai and trying to freeze Diva, and the moment I would freeze Diva, she would come unfrozen, even when I was freezing her. So maybe
Mhm.
that's a buff of hers.
Maybe I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, it was
Hmm.
very frustrating. I've got it on stream somewhere. I'll go find it. I mean, and it was just me standing behind her, just freezing her, and she would just
Hmm.
get unfrozen before I could even shoot her or anything. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the times when I've been playing Diva against May
It's not something that's happened before. I think it's just recently.
recently.
Yeah.
And that would be an interesting minor buff just because she is really weak against May. Because you can't really get away from May at all, and then once you're frozen, your head hitbox is so massive that you're just kind of fucked.
And they did say that they were not going to buff her damage. And I thought they
Hmm.
were going to buff her speed, but that right there against that would be an amazing buff if
Yeah.
it's not a glitch.
They gotta start by buffing her goddamn headshot hitbox. 'Cause it's like the entire front of her body.
What's it like to be in
Never
good
knew that.
hands? Man, it's like pure power at your
Oh, have you not
fingertips.
tried it out?
Like the power to earn all state reward points
That a
every time I
Diva's
drop a
headshot hitbox
dime for my
is
money.
like the
Yeah,
entire
man,
glass
unlock the
plate.
safe. And the
No,
power
I
to
didn't know that.
automatically find your car. I see you, car, and I got the power to know who's coming and when if I break down. You must be Jerry. Hey, N means getting more from your car insurance. With the
But yeah,
all-powerful DriveWise
I
app.
picked up
It's good
Overwatch
to be
because
good.
my
Good
friend was
hands.
playing it, and it's really grown on me.
Hmm. A lot of people in TRG get super frustrated with it though.
Oh, don't tell me. I had it out with one of them.
I remember I was playing with like we had a 6 man going, and I was like the lowest level, so obviously I got a lot of shit for not being as good. But we went like 1-3 games, and the second we lost one game, everyone logged off, just all at once. And I was like, wow, chill, guys.
No, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've been in TRG for a while, so I've seen all kinds of stuff. But
Hmm.
same exact thing. We'd won a couple of games, and then the team chose like double Junkrat and Genji, and then me as a tank and a healer.
Get cocky.
And they're like, let's hold this choke point. So here I am holding the choke point. Everyone else is gone. Actually, the guy who was talking about holding the choke point said that the Genji should go over in the corner and try to gank. And then later on, he was like, "Oh, we lost because everybody wasn't staying together." And
Yeah.
Diva suicided on the side door. And it's like, no, I didn't. I was at the
Nah.
choke point. You know, I
Mm,
actually escaped and died on the payload, but that was just ridiculous.
We were playing on the whatever Egyptian Anubis something map,
Gotcha.
Temple of
Gotcha.
Anubis, and I was like, "Hey, I'm Torbjorn. I don't usually play this guy. Where should I put my turret?" And they go, "Oh, up there in that room." And I put it down. 3 seconds later, there's a Genji on point who kills our sniper, and our sniper's like, "Dude, why the fuck wasn't your turret right next to me?" I was like, "Because you specifically told me to put it up there." He's like, "I don't remember that. Fuck you." And then he logged off, and I was like, "Wow, what? Relax."
Oh, the thing that pissed me off, and get this, the guy was like, just trying to point fingers in the game, and he was a healer, and I was the main tank, and I wasn't really getting healed. But anyway, like
Mm-hmm.
afterwards, it's like we got rolled. The Soldier 76 tore us up. It was everything about that match was wrong, and the guy was like trying to point out a couple things, and I was like, dude, it's all perspective. Just back up. It's like we all screwed up. He's like, well,
Yeah.
if you're not going to listen to me, we're trying to improve the game. I was like, no, you're trying to point out that people did wrong, and it was everybody. He's like, you're being really confrontational, and I just don't think anybody's ever going to want to play with you again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here
Uh,
saying you're the one that's upsetting me because you're trying to pick out at people, and it's everybody's fault. You're the one making a confrontation, you
yeah,
know?
I don't know. I don't know what it is about that game, but people just lose it sometimes.
I
Like
don't.
refuse. They get so caught up in the game that they refuse to see that they are also like. It's not like they're the only problem. Whenever I played, we'd all kind of group fuck up. But then
Yeah,
there'd always
yeah.
be that one person who's like, "Oh no, I'm the only one who did well." It's like, no, we, you, you can't. Everyone has to fuck up to do this badly in the game.
Well, the other part is the person who was saying it, like their main play was like Lucio with like 16 hours, and here they were playing Mercy, and I'm like, dude, I didn't tell him this, but in my thought, it's like anybody can heal. It's like it's okay to
Mm-hmm.
sit there and be support and try to like sit there and tell people what to do, but you didn't accomplish anything in the game either,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And as I was looking for the stream, my DayZ character is unconscious, so somebody must have ganked me. If that was a buff for Diva, it was amazing because like she stayed frozen less than half of a second.
Or maybe it was just a general May nerf.
Yeah, but they weren't talking about nerfing May. They were talking about nerfing McCree and buffing Diva, and that was it. I mean, it's possible. And my character's dead, so that was fun.
Who got you?
I have no clue. I was looking for the debuff on May or the buff on Diva.
How are you gonna win the war? Will you fly like a rocket? Or swing through the sky? Will you be on the right
This game
side
looks
of the
just
blade
like
or the
Overwatch.
wrong side of a
Promenade?
gun?
No, I don't know what game it is. Lawbreakers? Just saw an ad for it on.
Lawbreakers.
Yeah, just like.
Sign up for Alpha now.
Really? I'll do that.
Oh! Yeah, I saw this. An ad for this.
I thought it was Overwatch, and I was like, wait,
Welcome to.
my graphics don't look like that, and I'm on ultra.
Yeah. It looked. I haven't heard much about it except that it was like a little bit buggy, but I mean it's alpha, so you'd expect that. But it was like a Halo Quake arena shooter mixture thing, and like parts of the map would be normal physics, but then there was like massive areas in the center of the map where there was 0G. So you'd be running around with like launchers and machine guns and hop into the 0G area and just shoot across the map, firing rockets and shit. It looked pretty cool.
Nice, and I signed up, but it's the if accepted, you'll get an email thing.
That sucks.
Makeup and such. I tell you, I think May is one of the strongest characters, especially for like playing pickup group.
Yeah, if you don't have like much communication with your team and you just want a character that's always gonna be good, then May is like perfect.
Yeah,
If you're going
she's
for like a
good.
specific strategy, other characters can be better, but
Well, I mean, May's good with a group too because I mean,
yeah.
she can just do everything. I mean, like just wall off their healer and everybody kill it.
And she can stay safe even if she's kind of on her own, cut off. She can just use her shift ability.
Oh yeah. We were on defense, and it was an escort mission basically, and there was like 5 Mays and Mercy. They were able to escort that payload the easiest because they just walled it off, and then they just when they got in trouble, they just self-healed and waited around for the other Mays to freeze everybody and Mercy, and just deadly.
And that it's not even like chaining their ults is gonna help, or like stacking them is gonna help. So you can just do one after another once they come up, and space them out.
Very much so.
Yeah,
And,
it'll all be equally effective.
and her icicle is deadly powerful.
Oh, dude, sniping with that thing is so fun.
It's so fun to take out Widowmakers, like it just be headshotting Widowmakers, and then they have to change their entire play.
It feels like on like old Call of Duty 4 when you'd get shot, go down to last stand, and you'd pull out a pistol and snipe the sniper who was getting you.
Yeah, it's Modern Warfare 2 also.
Yeah.
That's one of
Fucking
the,
you could cross map with a pistol, like no problem.
I picked up Modern Warfare 2 to stream again, but I had started playing that and I was horrible, like really bad.
Yeah. And I'm sure the only people left are the like really good, insane people.
Well, it's just it's the play style and everything. It's just kind of foreign to me now, even though I was really good at it before. I mean, it's the whole maps. I'm gonna pre-shoot where I know you're gonna be.
Yep.
I'm looking for something a little different now.
You forget how much map knowledge actually helps in those games.
Oh, with grenades and pre-nades and everything? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember on like World at War.
Oh, that
It
was
took it
amazing.
took a while, but after a while, you knew exactly how to use your grenade launcher to shoot the enemy spawn point on certain maps.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Like
And-
a cliffside, the second you spawned, switch to the M1 Garand grenade launcher, fire a grenade, and get like 3 kills to start the game.
Yeah, speaking of a World at War, that Battlefield 1 just looks like it's gonna be amazing.
Hopefully.
I'm
If
a
it is, that'll be awesome.
I'm a huge fan of the Battlefield series because I made that switch from about Call of Duty Black Ops. I went over to Battlefield, just so much better.
Yeah, Black Ops was the last one I played in the Call of Duty series, and I don't know, I didn't really like that one very much, and then I kind of quit it right after that.
Well, they got too advanced, and now that it's all mech suits and all that
Hmm.
stuff, it's not
There's
Call
like
of
the
Duty.
wall
It's
running in
Halo.
jetpacks and shit.
Yeah.
I loved like I remember in Modern Warfare 2, there was so much like verticality to the game, but
Oh
without the
yeah.
jetpacks and shit, there was all these like walkways
You
and
remember High Rise when you could
passage.
climb up
Yeah.
above? You have to shimmy on the edge
Oh,
where like
dude.
you can get shot by anybody,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you make it, you're on top, and that was just amazing.
You had to. Was that? No, that was a block where you could hop the like fence onto the staircases and get up onto the roofs and shit.
Oh yeah, that was the one with Grandma's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can like stand on the fence and then get on top of the house. I forget
Yeah.
which. Yeah, it was amazing gameplay.
Yep. But like all the maps had like certain buildings had multiple levels where you get on these like narrow walkways where if you got spotted you were fucked, but it gave you like the extra option. And now they have just like jetpacks, so you can just sort of fly everywhere, which means they don't give you like good cover up there. It's just kind of a general flat plane, it looks like.
Well, it's almost as if they regressed in the technology of making the maps or the tactics
Mhm.
of the maps.
Yeah. Now it's just like here's the building. We didn't like plan out the building to make it good for fighting. We just kind of put a building here.
I mean, not to mention all the Call of Duties should have been DLCs or update packs for the other ones.
Yeah. Can't even get started on that though. When you got shit like EA putting out the same game 3 times a year.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. And then you have to have it on console and PC. I mean, you should be able to buy one
Mhm.
game and play it wherever.
Right. If I paid $60 for this game that I already had, I should get it on PC as well as my PlayStation.
Oh, most definitely. And I mean, it's like from 15 to 16. Oh, the roster's changed, and we have one tiny new
Mhm.
feature. Like the worst was Madden. Madden was the absolute
Mhm.
worst because they wouldn't even add. They would have all the features,
Yep.
and I'm convinced that they
They'd be
would.
like,
Oh, we're only going to put out one new feature for this year, and we're going to leave the rest of the
and
stuff for the
their
next year.
one new feature would be like, hey, in your career mode, you can now decide which ads your company uses.
Or a pancake block. You can now
Really?
pancake block something stupid.
Yeah. Like, hey, on the sidelines, you can use Pepsi or Coke, and you have to decide which one's going to get your team more money. Like, oh, that's not me making an ad. That's you selling ads to me, isn't it?
Exactly.
Fuck you, Madden.
I was in the hustle where I was playing on Xbox and then paying for Xbox Live also in addition to all of that. So
Mhm.
horrible.
So one main part I liked about PlayStation is that I didn't have to pay for going online for most games.
Yeah, my buddy has a PS4 and it's just I would suggest that over any console, but PC over
Mhm.
any console.
Yeah, exactly.
The ability for PS4 to just stream from your games now and play remotely and oh man, it's amazing.
I never really paid too much attention to that play remotely thing. Can you like use a Vita to
Yeah,
activate
it's
your?
exactly what it is.
Ah.
And you can play from you can take your Vita into work and play any of your games pretty much.
Mhm.
You can't change a physical disc. You can play the disc that's in there, or you can play any of your downloaded games. And if you have
Mhm.
the PlayStation Live or whatever it's called, then you've got a bunch of games forever.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it was almost lag free, in another location.
Mhm. Which I still am baffled by how they make it how they deal with the lag of the your PlayStation actually handling all the hardware, but playing it remotely. I feel like there should be so much more lag for that.
Oh, even input control lag. I mean, you know, how they get away from that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Got some guy shooting at me. And all I have is a bottle of bleach and a bottle of vitamins. And that's not really defensive.
Quick! I'm being shot at. Let's drink this bleach. Oh god, there's a hole in my leg. Better take my vitamin D. Wait, they have
Why are you
vitamins
shooting
in
at me,
DayZ?
buddy? Why are you shooting at me? Oh, he got me, dumbass. Yeah, there's vitamins.
What do they do?
They help you stay healthy. I don't know. They've been really changing the sicknesses and all that stuff. So
So if you have a, I remember you used to only be able to get like a cold if you stayed out in the rain too long. Does it get rid of that?
oh no. There's so much more now. You definitely can overheat. There's a lot of overheating now and sicknesses and waterborne sicknesses and yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think they're really going to be expanding the diseases and sickness thing. So you've watched some DayZ streams, it sounds like.
A little bit.
I would like
Not for the past few weeks, but